All right. It's Friday. It's Karen L, and it's time for your motherfucking Friday fuckery. Big shout out to Corey hitting me up for the tunes, our new intro. I'm loving it. I love the feel. Yes. Um, Quick housekeeping item. I want to say thank you, 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 thank you. My heart is so big and so full with all the people that have been listening to me, Karen L, on Say It Loud and growing the podcast with me. We are a couple weeks in and things are growing and we're blossoming. And I just want to say thank you for everybody that's listening. I see you in the Philippines. I see you in Ireland. I see you in England. I see you down the whole East Coast, Texas, California, Virginia, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Michigan, just everybody, New York, the Bronx, the Boogie Down, the Rockland, the Valley. It's just been crazy, like looking at the numbers and seeing how we're growing and where everybody's listening. And I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means so much to me. It takes a lot to make yourself this vulnerable to so many people, and the love is real. I want to give a special shout out to the people who have texted me if they have my personal number, who have DM'd me, who have emailed me, and just been sending good energy my way. I love it. Keep it coming. I've gotten messages like, "Oh my God, Karen, you're so funny," or I've had weak bitch tendencies, or we need Yelp for dick, whatever it is that tickles your fancy and you love it. Just thank you so much for sharing that with me. I try to get back to every single person and say thank you because my gratitude is real. And I know you take your time to listen, but on top of taking your time to listen, you take the time to stop and shout me out and show me some love and love up on me. And I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So that is great. We have a lot of things coming up. I have a lot of interviews scheduled here and there. We're going to be talking about celibacy in the next couple of weeks, and I have someone coming on who has took a vow of celibacy who's going to be talking to that. Isn't that crazy? Because today we're talking about what's in your hoe bag. I have my co-host from Respect the Grays who is going to be on here, so I'm waiting for Hamadi and I to link up to do that. So Hamadi, get at me. And we're like some crazy energy together. I have Lord Finesse, who is going to come and grace me with his presence and interview me. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, I am available. Some couple people been reaching out to me and asking me, do I host events? Am I available to be on their shows, things like that? I am. All you got to do is email me. So go to www.sayitloud.com. Go to the Say It To Me section. You can shoot me an email from there. Karen L at sayitloud.com. We're on Twitter. So Say It Loud on Twitter. Say It Loud on Instagram. I am Karen L on Instagram. I am Karen L on Twitter. There's multitudes of ways to get in touch with me. And I love to hear from all of you. And I love to incorporate you in the show. So feel free to go to anchor.fm/sayitloud and you can kind of holla at me there as well. So for today, really quickly, one more thing, and then we're going to go to this commercial and come back with what's in your hoe bag. Yep, that's what I said. What's in your hoe bag? We are also on Patreon. So Patreon is a platform where artists like myself can provide subscription services. And so Say It Loud will now have subscribers. You can go to Patreon. You can subscribe to Patreon to be a part of our subscriber team. And there's different tiers there, and you can subscribe to whatever tier you want. I suggest you go for the gusto. That's me personally, because that gives you like Say It Loud merch. That gives you Say It Loud bonus features and bonus content. That gives you behind the scenes. That gives you access to our YouTube videos. That gives you access to our live Q&As that I'll be doing on Instagram. So it kind of lets you all encompass and get to know me a little bit better and be a little closer and ask your questions and get that one-on-one, and kind of have the whole Karen L Say It Loud, bring the fuckery experience to you. But also I need a laptop, y'all. because my laptop's dying a slow death. So if you go to my Patreon, there is a tier that says Big Dick Energy. That's what I said, Big Dick Energy. You can go there and make a one-time sponsorship or donation to help Save Loud kind of grow. My long-term goal is to be able to take this on tour and sell tickets and people come talk to me and I put a show on. But I also want to keep the podcast going. And so whatever you contribute, it helps to grow what we're doing here. Right. And that's what we want to do for you. That's what I want to do for you. And eventually have a team and this be a thing. So I'm gonna go to this commercial real quick because a sister gotta make some money and a whole 15 cent. But let me do this commercial. We coming back with what's in your whole bag. So I'm gonna talk to you about this whole bag really quickly. I'm gonna tell you what to put in your whole bag. Yes, you married people, you need a whole bag too. We'll be right back after this commercial. I can't wait to get started. How did I bring my dreams alive? Why, with a Anchor podcast, of course. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor does the hard work and distributes your podcast for you so you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can even make money with your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to Anchor FM to get started. Hey y'all, happy Friday. What up, lovies? It is your girl, Karen L. It's been an exciting week, I have to say. Let me start off by saying thank you so much for helping to grow my little podcast. We launched 2 weeks ago and there was nothing. And now I've had listeners in the Philippines, Ireland, London, up and down the East Coast, everywhere from New York to North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Texas, Boston, California. Like, it's just been amazing, and I just want to thank you all for listening. Keep listening. Share it as much as you can with your friends and your family and your baby moms and people you don't like that may need some energy in their life and a reset or whatever it is. Yeah, and a special shout out to the people that took time to write reviews or to hit me up on Instagram or who know me personally and were able to text me. It's nice to hear from you guys. I'm like in tears every time I get a message, every time I see somebody post a review, because, you know, I started with just having this idea and this passion and being who I am, and to be able to share it and you guys all embrace it. And it's scary. It's scary making yourself so vulnerable and so open to people and parts of your life, you know, where people can pick at it and you know, putting that out there and being okay with that. And you guys have just been amazing. Like, the feedback has been amazing, and I'm super psyched about the stuff that we have coming. And, you know, people have been reaching out to me for interviews for myself and all that kind of stuff. So with that said, I want to let you guys know we are on Patreon. So Say It Loud and Karen L is on Patreon, where you can go and subscribe. And my subscribers are going to get bonus content, which is not going to be like content that's just out there. It's going to be content just for my listeners. We have live Q&A. So you guys weren't on my Instagram live the other day, but it was lit. And the feedback was just amazing. People wanted more. They were like, you ended it too early. Oh my God, you're so funny. So when you subscribe, you get to do the live Q&As with me. You get to engage with me one-on-one. You can see how dusty I look or not that day. Depends what you get. But you can go to Patreon and subscribe to have the subscriptions to Say It Loud and Karen L and all that content available to you. I'm working on merch that we're going to get together and have for you guys. So there's a lot of things coming, and I really want you to participate in that. So I'm encouraging you to do it now, because it's not about to go up, and, you know, you're going to wish you did it at the time that I told you to do it. I'm gonna be like, see, I told you, now I can't take no more subscribers. We ain't got no more t-shirts. I can't do this for free. And we also have to monetize a little bit. Like I'm not trying to be a millionaire, but you guys gotta also understand, like running around, doing interviews, meeting up with people, and I need a little gas money too. So that helps a sister put together what she needs to put together. I do need a new laptop, and I know y'all don't want me begging. And I know you're probably thinking, why the fuck you begging for shit? You don't need it. Listen, I need a new laptop. I said what I said. And if you guys want to sponsor that so we could keep Caranel and Save Loud going, that would be great. You can go to my Patreon and do a Big Dick Energy one-time donation or sponsorship, whatever you want to call it. But you can do that. It's under the Big Dick Energy. And the reason I call it that is because it's Big Dick Energy, right? It is what it is. Anyhow, so this is a quick bonus that I'm dropping, which is really crazy because I'm doing an episode. If you haven't listened to it yet, you will, I hope, on celibacy and people that have chosen celibacy. But for today, for this particular clip, that's not what we're talking about. We're actually talking about a hoe box. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, Karen, the fuck is a hoe box? And then the guys are probably signing off, or they're probably like listening more. And the women are like, the fuck is a hoe box? I'm not even a hoe. First of all, the term hoe, I don't really like the term hoe. I don't really know what that means, and I don't really give a fuck what it means. I feel like manage your pussy however the fuck you want. Let's keep it 100. I don't care. I really don't care. It ain't my pussy. I don't fucking care. All I'm saying is, women, ladies, and gentlemen, you need to listen to this too, because I'm going to tell you the story real quick. So I was talking to this dude, right? Not talking to him in a way where we was talking like that, but he was just telling me like he was at some chick house and he spent the night, and he didn't really mean to spend the night. So he spends the night, and in the morning he's like, yo, I need to brush my teeth or get dressed, whatever the case may be. And she sends him over to a drawer, and he opens the drawer, and it's, a whole bunch of toothbrushes and a whole bunch of like little men travel size deodorant and shower gels and condoms and shit like that. And he was like, yo, okay, like I was in my feelings for a minute. And I was like, oh, she sent you to the hoe box. And he's like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, she sent you to her hoe box. And he was like, I was in my feelings for a minute. Like, it just made me feel some kind of way. And I was like, why the fuck do you feel some kind of way? And he was like, cause like, I don't know. She sent me in a place that had like 15 toothbrushes. It had mad condoms in it. It had shower gels for men. It had deodorant for men. And he was like, I was in my feelings. I said, she sent you to her hoe box. It's a hoe box. She sent you to get something out the hoe box. Don't read into it too much. It's not about you. It's just a hoe box. And then I went and I made myself I was like, you know what? I'm going to make myself a hoe box. And I'm not a hoe. I'm not saying that I'm a hoe, but it's none of y'all fucking business what I am. I'm just saying I made myself a hoe box, okay? And I put some stuff in that box for when I want to be a hoe. There's condoms in there. There's probably some lube in there, too. There's toothbrushes. Not that anyone spends the night at my house. There's shit like that, And I feel like first of all, dude, like, you shouldn't be in your feelings, like, you already knew what this was. It wasn't your girlfriend. It's not your wife. This is not a relationship that you're in. You hung out with shorty and shit popped off and she sent you to the hoe box. That's how that work. Why are you in your feelings? And then ladies, I actually commended the woman. I don't know her. I never met her. It was just a story. But I was like, yo, that's dope. I feel like that's empowering. Like, I don't care what you do with your pussy, how you want to manage it, what the fuck your calls are. But you know what? Be responsible about it and get you a hoe box. Why not? So I have a hoe box in my house. And what goes in the hoe box? And gentlemen, feel free to chime in on this because we have everlasting conversations. There's condoms in there. And there's all different sizes because as you know, if you saw Yelp for Dick and you listen for Yelp for Dick, y'all be lying on your dick. Y'all be lying on your dick. Women, they be lying on their dick. Okay, every dude got this big dick and this big anaconda and he's going to do all this. And then sometimes, nigga, on a scale of 1 to 10, it be like a hard 2.5. Sometimes it be like that, my man. And if that's your best, drink milk. I don't know what to tell you. But so ladies, you're making a hoe box, right? Your hoe box has to have an array of different condoms. So I feel like if you're going to be a hoe, be a responsible hoe. Be responsible, own that shit. I'm a grown-ass fucking woman. I do whatever the fuck I want. I can make whatever decisions I want. So I need to be prepared for whatever the repercussions are and be responsible in those situations. Meaning, you got a whole box. So your whole box needs to have condoms in it, and they should be multitude of sizes, okay? Because let's keep it 100. You could go ahead and buy all the magnums you want, but them shits be baggy on some people, you know? It just is what it is. And that might be your preference, ladies. I can't tell you what your preference is. Some people are this, some people are that. Some people want thick and girth. Some people want long and skinny. I don't fucking know. Just make sure that you have every size in there covered, right? That's one. Two, you're going to put some toothbrushes in there. Don't buy fancy toothbrushes. You don't need the $15 Colgate Power toothbrushes. Go to the 99-cent store and buy the 99-cent toothbrushes. Because if a nigga sleep over your house, he need to fucking brush his teeth. Okay? That's number two. Go and get mouthwash. Go get mouthwash, ladies. Especially if you the type of woman that needs somebody to go down on you. Make sure that that's covered. Okay? Because just do it. Just listen to me when I tell you. Just do that. Okay? You need to put in some man deodorant. Okay, so if you go to Target, they have the little travel size deodorants and the travel size body sprays and the travel size whatever. You go in there and you pick up some of those things and you put them in your whole box. Because that's for when your hoes come over. And see, this is the problem. If a man is acting like a hoe, it's not a problem and nobody says anything. But if a woman is prepared for her hoes, now it looks some type of way. That's why dude was in his feelings. He was in his feelings because he felt like a hoe. But like, yo, sis know how she get down. She know how she operate and she handling her business. All I'm saying is let's empower that and share that information. I thought it was dope. So I'm telling you ladies because I'm sharing it with you. And men, don't get in your fucking feelings about it. Oh, well, you know, I didn't think she was fucking nobody. It's not your business. Unless you were in a relationship. Unless you had a discussion about it. Nigga, here's your toothbrush. Here's the thing. You know what I mean? You could go wash your ass. And that's that. Don't get emotional about it. You're not in your feelings about it. And women, we shouldn't feel uncomfortable about it either. We shouldn't feel uncomfortable with that. Okay, so with that said, so you're going to go ahead now and you're going to make your whole box. And if you want, I will put a whole box list on my website so you guys can go look at the whole box list on my website. If that's something you want, you got to let me know. Okay, so you can email me at IamKarenL. No, you can DM me at IamKarenL on Twitter or Instagram. You can email me at KarenL@sayitloud.com, SAYITH. Loud.com. And if I get enough feedback that say you want a whole box list, then I'll put a whole box list up there. All right, so ladies, so now you got a whole box in the crib, right? But we not always bringing dudes back to the crib, right? Especially in my house. I got kids, so I don't really be letting people even know where I live, let alone come back to my house. Like, I live so in the cut. That's how the fuck I want to be. Anyhow, the same energy that you have in your whole box in the crib need to be in the same energy that you have in that big ass fucking pocketbook you carry around. I don't carry a big pocketbook around because I drive and I have a go bag in the trunk of the car, right? But if you don't have a car, if you do have a car, throw that shit in the trunk of your car. If you don't have a car and you carry a big ass fucking bag, then you need to carry a whole box in your bag. What do I mean? I mean, you know them little bags? You know, Ziploc got these little Ziploc bags now. They really cute. And you going to take them same type of things and put it in that bag so that when you go over to dude house, you already came with your own shit. Because now we need to start talking about health and wellness, right? I don't want to hear no grown-ass women, and we talked about weak bitch tendencies, right? Oh, well, I went over to his house and we didn't have no condoms. Okay, I didn't say you had to have sex. You could go over his house and you could cuddle, you could snuggle, you could watch Netflix. None of my fucking business. But if you're going to go over to his house and you know there's a chance that things might go to the next level because y'all got sexual chemistry, then like, yo, sis, you need to take your whole bag with you, right? And your whole bag needs to have the things that you're going to need to hoe in it, right? Which means that there really isn't a space to be like, oh, because some women be like, oh, I went out and I spent the night at his house, but we didn't have no condoms. So listen, I'm only talking to goddesses and grown-ass women here. My demographics, I kid you not, is 25 to 35 and 35 to 44. Y'all grown-ass people. If you can't walk into the store and buy some motherfucking condoms, ladies, then you shouldn't be fucking. That's exactly what I told my own goddamn kids. If you are embarrassed about what you're doing, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. I am a grown-ass fucking woman. I will walk right into the goddamn store, in Target, in Dwayne Reed, in wherever the fuck you want, and I will buy lube, and I will buy condoms, and I will buy nowalators, and I will buy fruit snacks, and I will buy a toy for my granddaughter, and check the fuck out of the store and look you dead in your eye. The hell I will. I've done it before. And we grown. We grown. And ladies, it's not for the men to be the sole responsible person when it comes to sex and what happens to your body. That's on you too, sis. If you know damn well, like, I'm not on no birth control, I need to, make sure that, then you need to be carrying all the time. Like, I want a condom companies, call me up. We need to come out with a condom, not for women, because that women condom shit is ridiculous. Like, that's a fucking whole panty, and that's ridiculous. But I will say we could have something discreet that we could put in our pocketbook so that we could carry shit with us too. I'm all for empowering women and for us not being the only person that's responsible for our own livelihood. I do not want no nigga fucking up, can't control his fucking dick, and my life is, we're not dying over no dick. We're not even fighting over no dick. How we dying over it? You know what I'm saying? So we got to put ourselves in situations where we're like, oh, okay. And I know it's really weird because I'm about to do a show on celibacy, but I feel like if people choose celibacy, they choose celibacy. And if people choose sex, then they choose sex. And if people choose not to be a hoe, because I don't really think that you being a hoe by having sex, I think it's a liberating thing. I think it's a beautiful thing. And I think people are entitled to do whatever the fuck they want. This is a no judgment zone. Just an FYI, say it loud, it's a no judgment zone. People can do whatever they want. As long as we're being responsible and adult and taking care of ourselves and our children and how we do it, then more power to you. Okay, so the next question is, if you are in multiple relationships, do you need to have a whole box? Do you need to tell the partner that you're with that you have a whole box? You can tell anybody you want what you want, because it's up to them to decide if they want it or not. Right? I personally think that you being responsible is a beautiful thing, and that you being open and fluid and having these conversations with your partner is healthy. Because I feel like, how's somebody going to put their dick in you and we can't have a simple conversation about why I have a box like this or why I'm walking around with these things like this? So I think it's really important that you do have the conversation. But if you don't have the conversation, it doesn't change the fact that you still need to be responsible for your own life. Men, let's flip it around. Hello, fellas. Y'all could make a whole box too. And y'all could have a whole bag too. And y'all could put in there what you need to. And put in the same things with the exception of them ugly female condoms, which are ridiculous. But y'all could do that. Y'all could throw a plan B in there for all I fucking care. Just in case, shit get to the point where y'all need to have that. I hope not. But, life is life. Shit is shit. Shit stinks, water's wet, we gotta do what we gotta do. But it's something to think about. So yeah, I wanted to have a conversation with you guys about having a whole box and putting a whole box together. Not because I think you guys are hoes. I don't. I actually feel like sex is something very liberating, and to each his own. And you should empower and embody who you are and be comfortable with who you are. We are not all the same. And we shouldn't shame each other for whatever it is that we're feeling or we want to do with our lives or how we choose to live our lives, because that's not the people that we are. And, it's one thing. It's very easy to be judgmental, but we all got some situation in our life where we haven't been perfect and where the judging will get hard for each and every one of us, depending on the situation. But I do think it's important that we empower each other and that we have discussions like this so that, we can keep it 100 with just about everybody in our lives, and that we can maintain what we need to maintain and do what we need to do. And I just don't like the idea of women feeling like, this conversation came to me after I spoke with this dude about it. Because, I think for him, he frowned on her a little bit. Like, wow, she gets down like this, or she lives like this, or what the fuck is going on? Or I thought I was the only dude. And it's not even about you. It's not even about you. I was like, you're really thinking too much about this. It's not about you. It's about her living her best life and her being honest with you and showing you who she is and taking care of herself. And taking care of you. Because she could be like, get the fuck out of my house. I don't have no toothbrush. Don't take a shower here. Like, go. and it just not be your problem. So I think it's empowering. I got my hoe box in my house, although I'm not a hoe because I don't have anyone to hoe with. And I'm just a different type of person. I'm just a different breed, but I do have one, and it is in my house, and I don't really go in it because I don't have any reason to go in it, but there's stuff in there, and you go into the stores or you go online and you see like, oh wow, this would be pretty cool. This would be pretty good. And like I said, if you want, I could put a whole list together for you guys, because Amazon got some coconut oil. That's the business. And you can, create that for yourselves and kind of be empowered for yourselves and say, okay, this is what I'm doing for myself because I know this is what I need to do. Now, people that are in relationships, you need a whole box too. Just an FYI, because I know people that are single are like, okay, I'm going to make a whole box when I sleep over this dude. I'm talking to this dude. Or when this guy come over, y'all going to have your whole boxes. But y'all married people need a whole box too. Okay, y'all people in relationships, y'all need a whole box too. The only thing is the contents of your whole box is different. Let me say that again. When you're in a relationship, the contents of your whole box is different, right? And I'll get into this in another show because I don't really want to get into it right now. But when you're married, you need to keep things spiced up. Okay, you need to keep it spicy. You need to keep it fun. Like I know y'all love each other and you've been together for 20 years and you got kids, but that's exactly why you need to keep it spicy. That's exactly why you need to be like, oh, okay, let me make a whole box. And Valentine's coming, ladies. Valentine's coming, dudes. Now's a good time to be like, you know what? I'm going to start curating a whole box. You know what? Wait till I go online with this and I go viral. I'm going to sell the whole motherfucking box to y'all. That's a good idea. Y'all get at me about that. Married people need a whole box too because, yeah, in the beginning, the chemistry is great and y'all love each other and that's all great. But once y'all got like 2-3 kids and you work all day and you're around each other all the time and you don't have that downtime, sex is still there, but it's not the same like when it's in the beginning. You still get gratification, but the intimacy is not the same. It's not, y'all not going to work with sex flashbacks anymore. And so when you're in a relationship, I encourage you to make a whole box. And maybe y'all could do it as partners and be like, you know what, I'm going to put a couple things in there that we could try that might be fun. And you bring a couple things that might be fun. And let's build this box together, right? The thing is, your box is going to have some, because he's not leaving, right? So we're not doing like, he got shower gel, he got toothbrushes, he got all that kind of stuff. But you might be like, okay, well, what kind of toys do you like? What kind of outfits do you want me to wear? What kind of things do you know what I mean? You sis might have to get a wig and be like, you know what? I'm going to put the wig on and I'm going to be Sasha Fierce and get an alter ego. Like, you might have to do that. And I could coach y'all on that if you want. To keep things spicy and to keep things fun and to just kind of like let your hair down with each other. Another thing with married people, like build your whole box. And then after you build your whole box, you need to send your kids to grandma's house for the day or the night, whatever the case may be. Because a lot of parents don't be going out. And they be like, oh, well, we don't have a babysitter. Find a babysitter. And then when you find a babysitter, go back home. Ooh, mind fuck. What did you say, Karen L? I said, get a babysitter. Drop the kids off and then go back home. That's what I said. And just spend the evening at home running around butt ass naked in your house. Do shit like that. Or take out your whole box and be like, oh, this will be fun. We can, you know what I mean? We don't just have to have sex in the bed. We could go in the living room. We could go in the kitchen. We could go do that. And then in the morning, go to grandma's house and clean up your house and then go get the kids. Mind fuck. But do it. I guarantee do that shit. Either dudes, do that for your lady. Tell her that your kids are going to her mom's house and that we're going to chill. And give her the evening in the crib, plan something nice, put some music on, get your whole box out. Y'all chill. She will be so fucking happy. And women, do that shit for your man. Be like, oh, I got plans tonight. Don't fucking tell him what you're doing. Are you going to be, I got plans for us tonight. Whatever the case may be, however you got to get him to stay home. Go drop the kids off and take your ass back home. Don't go to no club. Don't go to no dinner. Don't go to no movies. You don't even have to spend any fucking money other than what you put in your whole box.
And you'll thank me later. I swear to God, you'll thank me later. Matter of fact, go do this shit. I'm going to end this freaking podcast right now. Go do what I said. And I'm not saying just for the people that are in relationships. If y'all want to do this with your boyfriend or girlfriend, go do it. But do exactly what I said. Get your whole box together. And when you take your whole box out, let him or her see it. And be like, yo, I put some stuff in here. And don't go too crazy, right? Some people like handcuffs. Some people don't. You know who your partner is. Right? You got to know who they are, because you might put something in that box that might completely turn them left field. So you need to know who they are and fill them out enough that you order your shit. But go fucking get an Amazon cart. I swear to God, go get an Amazon cart. Put in there what you need to put in. Build your motherfucking whole box. Plan your evening, and then do me a solid. After your evening, don't send me pictures. Don't fucking send me pictures. I don't want to see. I want to see what's in your whole box. You can send me pictures of your whole box. You can DM me at I am Karen L on Instagram. You could tweet me at I am Karen L on Twitter. Say it loud on Instagram. Say it loud on Twitter. You can email me at KarenL@sayitloud.com. I want to see if it worked. I want to know if it worked. You tell me if it worked. Build your whole box, people. Build your whole box. Go to Amazon, do the fucking 2-day shipping. Tell me if that shit works. I want to know. Send the kids to grandma's house. Y'all not going out. Get a bottle. Stay home. Put on a Netflix. Let me know how that works for you. And if it worked, you come back. You send me pictures. You let me know. All right? I love y'all. Thank you for listening. I got another episode dropping right after this. Make sure you listen. Share with everyone. Send me messages on anchor.com/sayitloud. We saying it loud, y'all. 1. So what is the moral of the story here? The moral of the story is, I don't think anybody's a hoe. Do what you want. Live your life to the fullest. Be responsible. Pack a hoe bag. Make sure you have it with you. Take care of your shit. For you married people that are like, I don't need a hoe bag. You need to spice up your relationship. Pack a bag. Order some shit on Amazon. Send the kids to grandma's house. Go the fuck back home and run around butt ass naked, because sometimes mommy and daddy need to do that. Okay? Here is my incentive to you. I'm on Friday Fuckery on Instagram every single Friday. You can find me on Twitter at Say It Loud. You can find me on Twitter at I am Karen L. Instagram, I am Karen L. Instagram, Say It Loud. I'm at www.sayitloud.com. So there's 1,000,001 ways to get in touch with me. You can go to anchor.com/anchor.fm.com or whatever it is. Look for Say It Loud. Go to our page. You can leave a voicemail message there. I would love to hear from you so I can incorporate it into the show. If you are looking to have me for projects or special bookings, feel free to reach out to me so we can work together. We are launching and have launched Patreon. You can go to my website at www.sayitloud.com. And go to the podcast page. There's a link to Patreon there where you can subscribe to our Q&A. You can get Say It Loud merch. You'll get bonus episodes, access to our YouTube channel, and get a closer relationship with me and kind of see what I'm doing here and everywhere else. I love you for listening. I'll see you next Friday. And as usual, lovies, keep it coming. Send that energy my way. I can't wait to speak to you next week. 1.